is literally. It's pretty much.
Well, I mean, we can't.
Yes, you're supposed to. He already has one. Okay, maybe the cold. We'll just sit right here for now. Yep. That's okay.
Yes, that means you're ready.
It's ready. All right, we'll go ahead and call this regularly scheduled meeting of Hill County Commissioners Court to order. This 28th day of October, 8:30 a.m. Hill County Courtroom. There is a quorum present. We'll go ahead and, do we have someone for a prayer this morning? No, I can pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you today, Lord, asking for wisdom, asking for discernment in the decisions that are made at this table, Lord. Lord, we pray for our county, for our nation, Lord, for our state. Lord, be with us as we go throughout this day. Guide us and direct us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Honor the state's flag. I pledge allegiance to the United States, one state, under God, one indivisible.
All right. Well, Commissioner, how's it going?
Well, it's going a lot better after the night. Got lights out, I'll be ready to mush and check it up some loads and find catch up. Identified some washouts and some drainage issues and. You know, to address it. Steady as she goes. It never runs out.
That's for sure. Commissioner?
The rain was good, and you get a call from the sheriff department at 11:30 at night. It's not fun. I just, what road is it? And then 2128. So luckily my foreman was the backhoe that night and removed the tree out of the road. And fortunately, that was the only call we had. So, but had 4 motor graders running yesterday, and had 2 that stayed till 6:30 to finish up the Abbott area, and then try to move on to try to get the road finished today before they dry out too much, so. Keep moving on back to Holland Road.
Pretty much the same thing. We had a couple of trees down. We picked up Sunday morning and got those out of the way. And like I said, the rain was settling dust, thank God. And got the bridge out on 3150 North. Yoder is off this week, but he'll be back next week. We'll start back with the new bridge, and hopefully by the end of middle of Thanksgiving, I hope we have it back open. Got 2 brush cutters running, 1 blade running. Sea came, that rain knocked it down. It is laying everywhere in our road, so we're just trying to knock it back as fast as we can. Like the other side of the table, playing catch up. So
How long is the bridge again?
60 foot.
60 foot.
So much for that budget.
Yep. They want that.
What is it, truck insurance? Have any money in it?
Mr. Holmes is working on it.
Working on that, okay.
Commissioner?
Well, we've been shredding and boom shredding and everything and rain got the dust off, so now they can see what they're shredding, which is good. Before you couldn't see anything and people coming up behind them in a car wasn't paying attention. There's so much dust, I'm surprised no one hit us.
Listen, I don't even know what day it is, so
Don't go stop.
it's good. It's good. This is the first time I've been back in the courthouse since last Friday.
Most of us have been staying over at the Covington Street Annex for quite a few hours per day
And
or more. So, but it's going.
it's going really good. A little over 1,000 voters so far.
Great job, all that off.
It was a team.
Yeah.
Cantrell?
Well, the rain has been a huge blessing, but it's also caused us quite a bit of grief and pain over at Covington Annex. We had a lightning strike over the weekend. Took out our internet connection, took out phones, and virtually every office over there, Archer's office, elections, adult probation, took out some security cameras, desktop computers, network equipment, so we've been really, behind, we've been trying to figure all that out, ready to see some backup online as we can. And we've done a good job of calling a couple of vendors that have come, it also took out our split unit, mini split, air conditioners, kept our server room cool. So we've got vendors come out and bring services back online to the extent possible and we're pretty much there. We're almost, we got a couple more cameras that are still down, but everything else is mostly functional.
So during all of our elections, the building got hit by lightning.
I know, I
She
think-
can't make it up really, but it happened.
We took out the election phones.
Right.
Which we have back up now.
So we went in on Sunday, Philip and the entire team was there on Sunday, trying to not only make sure the election was ready for Monday morning, early vote, but also now we have to, one, figure out how to get in the building because they're all magnet locked and the server was down, which presented a challenge to find a door that we could get in. But we were able to find that and get in. And so it's been an interesting weekend. Mr. Crossan, this is John Crossan. He's who we hired for our development services director. I was going to introduce him and just let him make an announcement like the rest of our guys. So
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's been a kind of a whirlwind, especially with everything going on. It's hard to get a little help in the courthouse here last couple of weeks for obvious reasons, but everybody's been great. Just wanted to kind of tell y'all what we're doing over there. I started with the OSSF system, and as Mr. Orban can attest, that's kind of a hectic job and full-time job. So I'm looking to get some redundancy on it. I've asked Miss Kathy Smith to go to the school and become one of the designated reps, so we can cover down on each other if somebody's out or if it gets a little busy around there on that end of things. And next I'm looking to start working on the plating process and kind of see how that goes and streamline that a little bit and bring a lot of that stuff over to our office and get everything kind of under one roof instead of people bouncing around for everything. So anything I can help y'all with. I know Mr. Holcomb called me with some TCEQ stuff last week. I've got to get on it. I don't want to do it right after a rain. It's a weird little deal, but I'll get on that this week. And anything I can help y'all with, y'all just by all means reach out to me and I'll see what I can do for you.
I'll push his information out to all of you if you don't already have it, just to make sure. But like you said, we have the same philosophy on there shouldn't be one person that knows how to do one job. We've already ran into that. So he's kind of got the same philosophy. Who's else is back there? Emergency management?
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Well, everyone should see that the burn ban got lifted by the county judge. The KPI as today was 396, so it dropped significantly, a couple hundred points. It's gonna be really cold in the next few days. Like high, I think it was 60 something. One of the days, low 42. But outside that, last week we replaced I'm sure the commissioner when we paid a lot of money for a bidirectional amplifier at the jail. Very glad it came with a 5-year warranty because they already had to replace it.
Yeah.
It just had a manufacturing defect is the easiest way to explain it. But they lived up to their warranty. They came and they replaced it within 24 hours. So didn't result in any downtime as well. So there's ways to make it stay online and not cause interference with the main system. Outside that, ESD's purchased a lot of radios for a lot of the fire departments. Mr. Clark's got all those pretty much pushed out to all the departments. They're working on getting them installed. That's been the busiest thing. He's been busy the last week or so. With getting all the radios. We updated all law enforcement to encryption. So far, I've touched every radio that we know of. we're working on beyond devices, which are the ones on their phones. Now, outside that. Okay.
Awesome. Miss Susan, how are you, ma'am?
Good, thanks. I don't know, most. We just were fervently trying to get all the bills caught up so we could see where. Everyone was with respect to their balances carry over from last year. I'll discuss that a little bit more. I do have one addendum to add to the invoices. We have a grant that's a pass-through for the posto, for their, I think, water supply or whatever. So we submitted the invoices, but we don't have to pay them until we get the money. But once we get the money from them, we have 5 days to pay those people, the contractors and so forth. So since we just have court, every week or every 2 weeks, I was gonna ask that we add, once those funds are received from Posto, that we go ahead and are able to cut a check for those on the Tuesdays that you.
Okay.
That's about it. I don't know, Mother Nature, I guess y'all heard at the Covington Street. If anyone does have hail damage, I don't know how much our total damage will be at the towers. I think y'all had some damage at the towers and at the Covingtons. Our building is $25,000 deductible. I don't know if that will have that much, but we had a lot go out. We had air
It'd be
conditioning.
close. I think we'll be getting there. I don't know for sure. We haven't added it all up, but it'll be
So,
close.
Anyway, if any of y'all had damage at your precincts or the outline building, please let us know. Get with Tammy in my office.
I did for you. Ms. Parker?
Just business as usual.
Sheriff?
Everything's going pretty smoothly. All of our trucks are here in our possession, so we have 10 brand new trucks. 6 of them have already been tinted and striped. The 4 have been tinted and striped today. Waiting on the rest of the upfitting materials to come in. All the brush guards and all the lighting and light guards and sirens and everything have been ordered. So hopefully sooner than later, those will be in the street. Let's see, small accident this weekend, deputy was fine. Nothing to do about it, deer ran from it, so. In Penelope of all places, it's strange, I've never seen a deer out there, but that happens. We're just we're rocking and rolling, no damage at our office. Hopefully that continues to be that way. Inmate population is about the same, about 150-ish. Other than that, no complaints, no gripes.
Awesome. All right. Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, that's already been mentioned. I just think the leadership that was displayed by the county team 2 Thursdays ago, with regard to the election was something to behold, and gave me a lot of faith in our folks, which I had anyway, but it was really on display, and we were headed for an abject disaster, and averted that.
All right, we'll go ahead and move into open forum. Is anybody here for open forum today that would like to speak? Yeah. Coming up, sir. Yep, come on up to the podium. If you'll tell us your name and we'll give you 5 minutes to
Very good.
tell us what you want.
I know some of y'all in this room. I've retired here several years now, but I ran the land bank office for about 25 years here. My name is Robbie Anderson. I live at I live at 104 Hightower Street, east of here, 1 mile east of the interstate. And my wife and I raised our family here since we built that house in '85. And when we built that house, John Irwin was our commissioner. And we lived on a residential paved street. And enjoyed it. For the past 40 years, we lived on this residential paved street. August the 7th, my wife was admitted to the hospital. Whenever I came home to pick up some goods and whatnot, I came back and I found my street had been pulverized into a pebbled gravel, loose gravel, wavy road. Not even as good as a county road. Well, I did live on a paved residential street. And I called my commissioner. And he assured me the street wasn't going to be left in that condition, that there's going to be somebody was going to come and put some kind of a paved, some sort of a chemical applied to it. And that, you know, I could rest my fears. He cited some work had been done on the Old Dallas Highway. And that was the road kind of behind the truck stop across from Buc-ee's that runs east and west. It crosses 72 and then it gets on the north side of 72 and continues on. And he cited that as some sort of an example of what I could expect to be a good road. I had a better road going down to my farm than what that looked like. But he said it was a good hard surface road. But it's not a residential street like I had. What I paid for it. What my property values are based on. I called again on the 14th of October. Now this was August, and I called on 14th of October, and I told him it had been a month since I'd heard from him. And he was supposed to be finalizing my street repair. He again blamed timing of getting people on the calendar to get it done, but promised that it would be done. He said no money was in the budget to repave it. I told him he should have thought about it before he pulverized my road. I told him he shouldn't have chiseled it up a paved street, and he ruined it. He said I was the only one giving him a hard time about the present condition of the road, and we may just have to live with it. I told him living with it wasn't an option. Maybe we need a new commissioner. I told him I thought he was not doing his job as road commissioner, and his actions of chiseling up my road without my street, without us knowing he was going to do it, was poor judgment, and it was inexcusable. Now we've got a ruined street. He told me that the roads weren't just his job. He had other duties. And I understand that. I know you guys got other duties. I read that in newspaper just a couple of days ago. You had this election mess that you had to deal with. But when I vote for road commissioner, I'm voting for somebody that's going to take and maintain my road. I know you got other deals to deal with. You got to worry about meals for the inmates and all that other kind of stuff. But my primary concern is my road, my street. Each one of us pays an additional $10 on every license plate that we have to get registered. And that's supposed to go to roads. And we also pay lateral road as part of our property taxes every year. Been doing this for 40 years here. Occasionally we've had somebody come out and fix a few potholes on our road over this past 40 years. You can wave at some people down in China from some of those potholes that we got out there. Well, he decided he was going to fix that. He's just going to chisel up the road. Now we got a ripply, wavy road made out of loose gravel. And every time you turn on it, it cuts a rut. Every time the trash truck comes by, leaves a rut. It's not stable. It's all going to go into the bar ditches.
Mr. Anderson, if I ask you to go ahead and wrap up for me. Okay?
Sure.
Can you go ahead and wrap up for me? It's been
Please.
5 minutes.
My mission now is to see that you don't keep your position. I think it's incompetent, and I think it was stupid. I ask this court to give us back our residential street. You have the power and responsibility to maintain our roads. Me and my neighbors expect it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you.
Do I have anybody else here for open forum today? No, I didn't have anybody online either. All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Action on minutes, invoices, payroll, monthly report for revenue disbursement, and observe and record elected officials training certificates.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
They print. I don't know what this is.
Oh, I see. No,
We have, they're just.
she doesn't like the format.
She did them down there, and so it doesn't look. Right.
We'll decide them. We can approve them and then she'll bring it to us. As far as our observer report, we have some training certificates. One is for Miss Rachel Parker for County Treasurers Association of Texas Continuing Education. Looks like she is overly educated with excess hours carried from 2024, which is great. And then Mr. Holcomb, 12 hours at the CJCA conference. I should probably.
Goes into the consent agenda, doesn't it?
Yes, that's part of the consent. Yeah. This was the disbursements. All right, while those circle around, I'm going to go ahead and move to number 1, discuss interaction of employee wages and status changes. We have one separated, David Maddox from the sheriff's office as jailer, and Mr. Aaron Torres, elections administrator. We have new hires of Taylor Smith, court clerk trainee at JP1, and a wage change for Anita Rodriguez at JPO. Kyle Cox as deputy constable. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second. Motion second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Or opposed? Motion carries. You good? Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to number 2. The presentation of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension interpretation for Hill County by Jay Kingston, District Administrator for AgriLife Extension 8. District 8, excuse me.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Good to be here. Got a little handout for you. Wanted to share the good things your county extension agents are doing here in Hill County. First off, I want to express my appreciation to the court for y'all's support of AgriLife Extension here in Hill County, and I think y'all are getting a good rate of return on your investment. And so what we do each year is we put together a little newsletter highlighting the good things that we're doing here in Hill County. That front page is kind of an overview of the 4-H and youth activities across our district. So District 8 is made up of 21 counties kind of centered around Waco. And you can see some of those projects and how much participation we have. We have a very active 4-H program in the district, and that 4-H program is also reflected very robust here in Hill County as well. On the back side is some of the highlights, definitely not a full picture, but some highlights of the things happening here in Hill County. And it's broken up in those 3 different program areas. If we start with Zach and Tyler in the Ag and Natural Resources program area, they do a lot of row crop production programming for your farmers here in the county. You can see he's had over 231 participants coming to his programs, And some of the things I like to highlight is that economic impact that comes from that programming effort. You can see there was over 110,000 acres of Hill County represented at those programs, and those participants anticipated an economic impact of close to almost $1.6 million to their operations. And so bringing those production practices, updates to those farmers and ranchers, you can see what kind of an impact that has on them. In the livestock and forage program area, a number of programs offered, 248 participants at those programs. Again, you can see that economic impact. 40,000 acres represented of pasture land and just over 8,000 head of livestock, and roughly $472,000 worth of benefit to those producers. Y'all support the feral hog abatement here in Hill County, and Zach runs that, and you can see there that over 1,000 feral hogs have been removed from Hill County, and so that's a great effort as well.
100,000 to go.
Only 100,000 to go. We got a little work to do, right? And then Zach has a very active master gardener program, and those volunteers provide a lot of support to Zach, and so Zach doesn't have to do a whole lot of horticulture programming, but they help him do numerous programs for y'all's residents.
They've also offered to come out to the courthouse and do some work in our
landscape
beds.
Okay.
So I think we're going to do that pretty soon.
Yeah, so they're
great folks.
Great folks, yes, absolutely. If we jump over to the 4-H and Youth Development Program, y'all probably are aware of the great things Angie's doing, working there. Hill County has 151 4-H club members who are very active and are involved in a lot of projects. You can see there towards the bottom all the different projects from shooting sports. Y'all have a very active successful shooting sports program. All the livestock projects, beef, cattle, sheep, goat, swine, rabbits, the whole gamut. Also, Angie does quite a bit of ag literacy education to the schools. And so teaching those kids in the schools about agriculture, where their food comes from, how agriculture impacts their lives. She does a great job, reaches a lot of kids, over close to 2,300 kids through that here in Hill County. And so she's doing a great job. One of the things I'm proud of, and I think is one of the most important thing our youth development program does, is that leadership opportunities that we provide those kids. And Angie does a great job of providing leadership to that, teaching those kids those life skills and those things that will help them be better citizens when they grow up. So very proud of your agents here. They do a great job. One of the best teams that I have in our 21 counties. And so very proud of them. Looking forward to Lindsay and her getting started. And she's been here a month and already hit the ground running. And so we look forward to see what she does as well. Any questions? Carry on. I like it.
Yeah,
exactly.
See, I do the non-traditional. We're in the triangle, the growth triangle, and you guys have seen that chart. And I see that 4-H is gearing up, and the AgriLife Extension Office all together for it not to be their traditional, not customer, but consumer base. Whereas as people move from the Metroplex into this area, it's not our normal country kids that we're serving as much anymore, or it's not our normal large acreage farmers. So the AgriLife Extension Agency is kind of preparing as well. They see that shift coming as well.
Gotta convert.
Yeah, right. Just convert them. I got you. So anyway, they're doing a great job.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Go to number 3, discuss and/or action on the certification of revenue. Susan?
I'm gonna ask the rest to table that for the next meeting, that one.
Okay.
Number 3 and number 4.
All right.
And-
Opposed? So that pushes us to number 5, discuss interaction on assignment of FY 25 fund balances, encumbered purchase orders, and other open projects.
And I don't have anything formally today. I think we were all on the same page. We've talked, the sheriff has been here several times talking about we're encumbering the funds he had left over for these vehicles. I know Mr. Crumpton, one of his pickups we ordered didn't come in, so we'll want to encumber that. And Martin, I don't know if we'll want to encumber it or put it in this year, your trailer that you ordered. A Beaver trailer, is that correct?
I figured in November, so.
So I'm looking at this, there are some balances left over that I need to get with each of you commissioners on that y'all might want to encumber for the next year. And I haven't been able to review this with Shane either. I don't know, the power outage really got us because I was working remotely and couldn't do anything Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, that's just kind of where we are. I think, I'm sorry, Chris Jackson also had some things. I think he has it down on another. He had some funds left in emergency management, and he'll be talking to you about some things he might want to do with that. But I don't have anything formal, and I do apologize for that. Yeah. Yes, please. I don't know. I mean, we are discussing, but no action.
No action to be taken today. So you'll probably see it again.
I don't know. I've considered if y'all want to recess. I don't know how fast y'all want to act on these or just take care of it at the next meeting. Anyway, that's for y'all to decide. Thank you.
You want to take action today? Okay. Well, then no action on number 5. Number 6, discuss interaction on authorizing 2 expenditures over $5,000 from FY 25 encumbered funds for Hill County Emergency Management. Mr. Jackson.
So hopefully Miss Susan will give permission for this ordinance, I'll get permission, but. So we submitted a request. The original amount was much higher than what she just gave me now, so that stuff that's in your packets can be changed. The number she gave me as of this morning, which thank you to her, I know was awake until at least 11:30 last night is when she was emailing me. Is a total balance remaining from last year is 28,250. There is only one item that's kind of time sensitive that I would ask if we can get out of those requested items, and that's going to be the message signs. So this isn't the message board trailer. This isn't anything else. It's the same size as far as the message sign, but it's on a post that folds up. You can put it in the trunk of a car. You can put it in the bed of the pickup, take it around different places, and the battery operated. So I'm trying to get 2 of these, and I'll preface, I have tried twice to get this on a grant. I can't get it through Hot Cog, just not enough people want to vote for it. But it would be great for when we have floods, when we have road closures, like when Commissioner Holcomb had that big road closure for what's Wildcat Drive, where it intersected with major highways. TxDOT can't get signs out there, but this is something while his guys are there, they can put it up there, and it would be answer a lot of questions because you can put whatever you want. The fair, every year that we have at the fairgrounds, directing people where to go. I mean, the options are limitless. The battery, it has a battery pack that it operates off of, and this quote includes 4. So that's 2 for each signs. So basically you have one that's working, one that can be charging, and they run for about, I think it was 16 hours is how long the one. I'm sorry.
How much?
In total, it was before the discount or after. So he's giving us a time incentive. If we give him a PO by the end of the month, it's $17,000, and that's about a $5,000 discount on the price. Total. And that comes with all the cords necessary. There's no reoccurring fees. They have all the LTE and cloud options if we wanted it, but I told them I didn't want any recurring costs. So the way it works is you can program it by connecting it to a computer or Bluetooth through an app over the phone. Is how you can tell the signs what to do, what you want them to do. But this would be a great tool, I think, for the county. I also have in this, but this can wait until Miss Susan gets more firm numbers if she needs to. Was right now we don't have spare radios in the county. I know the sheriff's office also has some need for some radios, so I was gonna ask to use some of those funds to purchase some radios. Obviously, the amount that I put in the packet can't be done, but crunch number math is if we could get 5, which would be around $8,000 and some change.
That'd be that for 20 grand.
That, well, between the signs, the 5 radios, I would have $2,200 left over. And I was gonna ask for that money to be moved into my supplies, so that way for the truck that we had to buy out of budgeted funds this year that wasn't expected, I can purchase a bed cover and then a deck box system for it.
Make a motion to approve that. Second.
Hold on.
The 17,000 for all techs, all traffic solutions. 5 handhelds from Command Communications, and then I think it was $22 or some change, whatever Miss Susan says it is, to go to supplies after she purchased all of it.
All right, I have a motion and a second for the approval of using encumber funds from FY25 in the amount of $17,000 to purchase 2 portable message board signs and equipment, along with 5 APX 6000 radios for Hill County Emergency Management, as well as $2,200 to move to supply line. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Carries. Okay, number 7. We're going to table this one. We're looking into some legalities on longevity pay at the moment. Number 8, discuss interaction accepting $450 donation from Chris Clark for Hill County Community Emergency Response Team. Mr. Jackson, are you? I don't have an order.
That was just a donation from him. He would like to donate to CERT. For some reason, he has this great passion for the program and just lives by it, but.
Make a motion.
Second. Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Yeah. Counselor? Number 9, discuss interaction on prepaying materials for vehicle upfits in the amount of $134,360 for Hill County Sheriff's Office.
All right, what this is Marshall Stuff, the upfitter. They're out of Joshua. They are on the TIPS program, so they're already on the buying cooperative. There was going to be a wait. He advised, talked to him. I said, hey, if we can at least pay for the materials that you've already ordered for our vehicles, can we get moved to the front of the line since we're willing to do that? And he said, absolutely. So that is materials only for the 10 trucks, the patrol units. His labor and parts he will bill later. So yeah, there's a difference in that.
37,950.
Say it again. 37,950.
$37,950 is labor and installation.
So the reason this is before you today is generally we don't pay for things before we get them. But in this instance, it seems appropriate. Yeah. So that's the only reason Sheriff's brought it for us today. I'll entertain a motion.
So when the scheduling to be updated,
As soon as the parts come in, he said he'd move us to the front of the line.
you don't know.
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Is this dollar amount coming out of the money that you say?
Yes, last year's funding.
Well,
All of the vehicles, upfitting, labor, all
the
that.
police packages come ready to be upfitted, meaning they don't look like what you buy if you went to a regular Ford dealer. But they're not upfitted. If that,
I'm in one today if you want to see it. It's sitting out here.
they're prepared to have radios installed, sirens, lights, and all that. But each law enforcement entity chooses a different radio or a different, so you can't really buy them all ready to go.
And we went with Federal Signal, just so you know. A lot of American made parts, so.
Second. Motion, seconds everywhere. All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is discuss interaction on vested networks agreement for VoIP phone system for Hill County Sheriff's Office.
So on this, we've gotten a couple of different companies that have submitted their proposals to us. This Vested Networks reached out, asking our status on it. I told them I thought that the price was a little high for what we needed at the moment. They came back with a second offer there that was significantly lower. I believe we were like $679 to $409 a month. That's for 30 VoIP phones. So every office will get a new upgrade on the phone. As you know, we're on the POTS system. We do plan to keep a couple POTS lines in case something happens like y'all had happen over there at the annex. So there'll be a backup line there. But once we get rid of those POTS lines, we can't get those numbers back. So they don't issue another POTS line number or anything. AT&T won't. The other company, they also contacted me, Global Intel. They submitted another offer and it was still higher than Vested Networks. Vested Networks have done some research on them and checked with some references, and everybody seems to be extremely happy with their services. They're in the Metroplex, so it's not that far of a drive. I believe there's a representative here if he wants to speak at all. It's up to him. Did you want to tell the court anything?
Nothing too crazy, just mainly that it is one monthly cost, there's nothing upfront, all installations included. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm here.
Is this the company we visited with?
Yes. The total there is, I believe, $409 a month. Yeah, $409.25 a month.
And this has no fiscal impact above your.
We already budgeted for it. So a little less than what we budgeted.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. All right, discuss interaction on purchasing extended warranty plan from Hillsborough Ford for Hill County Constable Precinct number 3. Ah, geez. Every time. Gotta get neon or something.
I trimmed it down a little bit from the 9,000. Got one for it's $3,950. It's a 72-month plan, 125,000 miles. It has a $200 deductible.
That makes more sense than the first time we heard it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there was maybe some miscommunication.
I cut the fat out of it.
Sound like there was bullets in there.
Was this budgeted, Miss Susan? Did we budget for this or no?
No, we possibly can, we'll probably just encumber some funds for.
Okay.
We're not bringing that back to y'all next time.
Okay. Awesome. All right. I'll entertain a motion.
Make motion.
No motion. And
To approve that
$3,950.
or whatever.
what is it? $3,950?
Not 9,000.
All right. I have a motion. Second.
Good job.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, this last one is discussing or approve on action for final plat for the Smith Edition. These were approved by the county surveyor on September 30th for Commissioners Court. It is a final plat, and who does this, you know? Oh, this one's the first. Leave foul.
That's it, three votes.
Did they?
You see two.
Yes, we're gonna vote on it.
Make a motion.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Just choose, okay. All the rest of it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Make a motion, adjourn.